now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
This may be, so far, the year is fairly young, the strangest news item of the year that came out with a new kind of underwear. What do you think it's made out of? Candy. Yes, they're making underwear called candy pants, and it's edible. Now, I've heard of a sweet tooth, but this is ridiculous. I mean, come on.
For 30 years, when the clock struck 11:30, America turned to one man. From surprise career-making moments to backstage feuds, contract wars, and bits that accidentally changed pop culture forever, The Tonight Show. Starring Johnny Carson wasn't just a talk show. It was the late-night throne. Here are 10 weird behind-the-scenes facts you may not know. Oh, and have you ever heard about a betrayal Johnny could never forgive? Stay for the bonus and get the juicy details.
Aunt Blabby, it's very nice to see you again.
Thank you, Bozo. Would you mind breathing in the other direction? You're melting my car keys.
Number 1, Bob Crane almost hosted The Tonight Show. When Jack Parr left The Tonight Show in 1962, the network didn't immediately hand the desk to Johnny Carson. One of the performers approached first was actor Bob Crane. Crane declined the opportunity, choosing to focus on building a career in scripted television rather than hosting a nightly variety program. That decision cleared the path for Carson to take over late night, while Crane soon found fame starring in Hogan's Heroes.
How do you see my role down here tonight? And he said, Ed, I don't even know how I see my own role. Let's just go down and entertain the hell out of them.
Number 2. A naturally shy kid, Carson turned to magic as a way to build confidence, practicing card tricks obsessively, and performing them for his mother. What started as a hobby quickly became an all-consuming passion. Magic taught him a rare kind of control under the spotlight he otherwise lacked as a boy. On The Tonight Show, he explained it this way: you can be the center of attention without being yourself.
I took up magic when I was young
Yes.
because I was somewhat shy and within myself, and I thought, well, that would be a good way to go to parties.
Yeah.
But lots of people do that. They'd like to get up and perform. You can be the center of attention without being yourself.
Number 3. While serving in the U.S. Navy during World War II, Johnny Carson built an impressive 15-0 record as an amateur boxer. Most of his fights took place aboard the battleship USS Pennsylvania, where sailors staged bouts as both competition and morale-boosting entertainment. Carson developed a reputation for quick reflexes and sharp timing, traits that would later define his comedic delivery.
Fine fights in the Navy.
Is that right? Well, you must have been pretty good, because I don't see no marks on you or nothing.
Well, I don't see many marks on you either.
Well, I am pretty good.
Yeah.
Number 4. Carson gave many legendary comedians their big breaks. Back when there were only 3 major networks, performing on The Tonight Show was the ultimate career breakthrough for comedians. A nod, a wink, or most importantly, an invitation to sit on the couch could instantly transform an unknown comic into a national star. Jerry Seinfeld described that moment as a definitive before and after in a comedian's life. For performers like Eddie Murphy and Ellen DeGeneres, that short walk to the couch was more than airtime. It was validation that they had officially made it.
They had a guy on who caught a bullet between his teeth. How do you learn to do this? Throw it at the guy? What's the warm-up? Put it in the gun? Okay, Bill, this one's going to be coming a little bit faster now.
Number 5. Johnny Carson's marriage to Joanna Holland lasted more than a decade. Remarkable stretch by Hollywood standards. But when it ended, the split was anything but amicable. Their divorce dragged on for 2 years and became one of the most expensive settlements of its time.
Did you ever carry around a rabbit's foot?
No. Did you?
Well, I carry one around now.
Oh.
I lost custody of the rest of the rabbit.
When it was finally resolved, Holland received a payout worth nearly $60 million in today's money.
And I saw Johnny Carson on the front page. It was a picture of him like this. And his wife was on the other page, and she was like this. And overhead it said, Johnny's wife wants half Johnny's money. Then I start thinking about it. Half.
Number 6. During his 3 decades hosting The Tonight Show, Johnny Carson welcomed thousands of guests, and not all of them clicked with him. One he reportedly disliked most was legendary comedian Bob Hope. Hope arrived meticulously prepared, often with pre-written jokes in hand. A level of polish Carson felt drained the spontaneity from the conversation. As former co-head writer Andrew Nichols later explained, Carson valued guests who felt plugged into the real world. And with Hope, he believed there was simply nothing authentic to talk about.
And it's great to get out all alone, you know.
And that was
like
just a vacation, right?
Nobody recognizes you, you know. I lasted about a half hour.
Number 7. The Carnac bits were written in secret. Carson's psychic character, Carnac the Magnificent, became one of the show's most beloved recurring sketches. The jokes were written on cards and sealed in envelopes before taping. Carson had never seen the punchlines before performing them. The surprise often made his reactions even funnier.
A losing streak.
A losing streak.
Describe a man running naked after chugging prune juice.
Number 8. On December 19th, 1973, Carson joked about a supposed toilet paper shortage in the United States. The remark was meant as a throwaway gag, but many viewers took it seriously. Within days, Americans began panic buying toilet paper, emptying store shelves across the country for weeks. Carson later returned to the air and issued a sincere on-air apology after realizing his joke had helped spark a nationwide buying frenzy.
Apparently, there's plenty of toilet paper for everybody. It's just that the terror has caused people to hoard, thereby depleting the supply.
Number 9, he knew when to walk away. In 1992, after 30 legendary years filled with laughs and scandals, Carson stunned his audience with a heartfelt goodbye. Everything comes to an end, he said. Nothing lasts forever. 30 years is enough. Always the class act, Carson left while still on top, before anyone could ask him to. On his final night, Carson offered a touching farewell that brought millions to tears.
And so it has come to this. I am one of the lucky people in the world. I found something I always wanted to do. I bid you a very heartfelt good night.
Number 10. He didn't utter a single word during his final public appearance. In 1994, he surprised viewers with a guest spot on Late Night with David Letterman, and the moment he stepped into view, the audience erupted into an almost 2-minute standing ovation. Carson smiled, soaked it in, then quietly exited without speaking. Later, he explained the silence by saying he was suffering from a bout of acute laryngitis.
What's the point? Like, I'm going to continue after that.
Yeah, really.
Now for a bonus. Joan Rivers was the first permanent guest host. Joan Rivers became Carson's first official guest host in 1983. She had been a frequent guest and breakout favorite. When she later launched a competing late-night show on Fox, Carson felt betrayed. He never spoke to her again.
I would like to dance on Johnny Carson's grave. I would just like to go and find his damn grave and dance on it and say, "See you, son of a bitch."